Hey, welcome back to the Barbecue Lab. I'm David Gafford, and today we're going to be cooking a Texas-style pork butt. We picked up this pork butt at our local Sam's Club, and this is basically going to be perfect for a birthday celebration we're throwing for our now 6-year-old son. So he always wants to have pork butt whenever we have an opportunity to do it for his birthday. We're going to make one for him. But this one we're going to make Texas style, which basically means we're going to use just salt and pepper as the rub on this pork butt with a little bit of a mustard binder. And then traditionally we cook it with just post oak smoke. So that's what we're going to do today is we're going to make this Texas style pork butt. And so let's get started. So with this pork butt, what we're going to do is we want to get it out of this cryovac packaging that it comes in. Because the whole idea is we want to go ahead and dry this off. Just go ahead and get some of the moisture that's on the outside off of it. And then go ahead and we're going to trim it up. If there's any extra things that we're looking at on the outside that we're saying, man, a huge glob of fat that we don't want on here. So I'm not really super concerned about trimming this up. It's just going to be getting the rub on the outside and then getting it on some smoke. And now that we've done that, we're just going to use mustard as a binder. And we're going to take this mustard binder and put it on the piece of meat to give us something for that rub to stick to. A binder that's not going to add a lot of extra flavor to the meat because we're really just going to focus on that salt and that pepper rub. And so now that we've got that binder on, we're just going to mix equal parts black pepper and equal parts salt and be able to use this as the rub on this piece of meat. And all we're going to do is we're going to apply it pretty liberally because this meat can take it. This is a big chunk of meat. We're talking about almost 8.5, 9 pounds of pork butt here, and it can take a good amount of seasoning. So we're going to get this thing all seasoned up and get it out on some smoke. All right, so we've got the pork butt seasoned. It's ready to go on the smoker. Smoker's almost up to temperature. And people always ask, are you gonna put the fat side up or are you gonna put the fat side down? What I like to do is I like to put the fat side close to wherever the heat is coming from. So if the heat's coming from the bottom, I want the fat side on the bottom to protect it. If the heat's coming from the top, I want the fat side up. On our particular smoker right here, if you look off of here, the Lone Star, the heat's going to be coming from the bottom this way. So we're going to put this on the bottom of the rack here, and I'm going to go ahead and put the fat side down just to keep the meat nice and protected as it goes on. All right, we've had this pork butt on the smoke for about 6.5 hours, and we've been fluctuating between about 275 and 300 for a lot of this time. And I stuck a probe in it. We've actually reached the temperature that we're gunning for. And so in doing this, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this off. We're eating this for dinner, and dinner's about 2.5, 3 hours away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take this and stick it in some foil to keep it nice and tight and warm so that we don't have to actually keep continually to reheat it for dinner. We're just gonna take it, stick it in the cooler, let it actually get settled back in, let the meat reabsorb all those juices, and then we're gonna be able to have it for dinner here just a little bit. But I wanna show you what this is gonna look like when it comes off the grill, and I think you're gonna love it. All right, so we've got this Texas style pork butt here, and remember, all we put on the outside of this was just salt and pepper with a mustard binder, and that is a lot of bark for just nothing but salt and pepper. Now what we did is we actually did spritz, and we used the spritz. It's apple cider vinegar and it's apple juice. It's just a mix 50-50. That's what we spritzed with about every hour on the grill. And what I'm gonna do is as we put this in the paper, you could spritz it and try to keep it wet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and leave that out. We're just gonna wrap this thing up and try to actually let the meat reabsorb the juices, and we're gonna be good to go. But this is gonna be some tasty pulled pork for dinner. I can't wait for you to stick around and see it. Okay, so this pork butt has been resting for at least 2 hours, and all of this meat has a chance to absorb that moisture back into it. So we should find that this is pretty delicious, delectable piece of meat. Let's just get this unwrapped. Let's see what we've got in here. There's that Texas bark that we're used to. And the thing is, even though we rested this in aluminum foil, we still have the Texas bark. And that's this nice dark char on the outside. Now I lost a little bit of that char when I opened the drawer to my smoker and it rubbed a little bit off. But I'm telling you guys, this right here is what you're looking for. And the nice thing is look how easy this pulls. Here's this bone that we like to pull out. See if it's done. Look how clean that bone pulls out. That pulls out nice and clean. That tells me this pork butt is going to pull like a dream. And that's the case. Look at that smoke ring that we have on the outside there. Lovely smoke ring on that meat. And that's what you're looking for in a lovely pork butt. Exactly that. I'm gonna try a little bite for posterity, and ooh, that's hot. That is the stuff right there. Good salt, good pepper on there. It's got great flavor. Now, a lot of times when you cook a pork butt, you're gonna have all kinds of stuff on the outside. There's something super incredible about the simplicity of just salt and pepper on the outside of a Texas style pork butt. You gotta give this a try. Now, we're getting ready to have dinner with friends, so we're gonna pull this whole thing here pretty soon. But I gotta tell you, give this one a shot this weekend. You wanna win your weekend? Grab a pork butt, put some salt and pepper on it, and just throw it on some smoke. It's as simple as that. So guys, if you like this video, I'd encourage you to actually subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you're notified whenever a new video comes out. We'd hate for you to miss out on opportunities to wow your friends and amaze your neighbors. We make videos that you help us know what to do next. So leave a comment below. Let us know what we should try next. What technique do you want to learn? What piece of meat do you want to see us do? Give us a chance to help you be more successful in your backyard. All right, so this is David from the Barbecue Lab signing off once again. I can't wait to see you next time here on the Barbecue Lab.